These adventurers embark on a balloon trip to study the weather, but they don't know that they may not return alive until they reach a very high altitude and enter a layer of dense clouds. And they begin to suspect that the balloon may not able to withstand this high. And they begin to enter the middle of the storm. Then they begin tying themselves with ropes so that they have a chance to survive until the balloon becomes prey of this brutal weather. And after the balloon continues to rise to a high of 30,000 feet, she will find herself tied with a rope outside the balloon and decide to climb to the top. After she has tied herself well with the rope and continues to rise to open the air discharge hole until she begins to reduce the height and then die due to lack of oxygen until she succeeds in reaching the top of the balloon and struggling to stay alive. And she will try to break the ice around the air discharge hole with her hand more than once, but to no avail, and they are at a terrifying height until she decides to stand up on the top and hitting by her leg with full force more than once, and finally she succeeds in breaking the ice and the gas is discharged and her leg gets stuck inside, and she will free her foot and leave the shoe so that it doesn't close the opening again, and she fastens it firmly so that it doesn't escape. And after she did it, she faints, but she succeeds in the balloon getting descent, but she will slide from the top of the balloon, but she will find herself tied again to the rope of the balloon at an altitude of 10,000 feet, and the companion has fainted due to lack of the oxygen. And she will try to reach the basket of the balloon until she succeeds in getting there and waking him up from fainting. And they will try to lower the gas in order to begin landing, and the gas discharge hatch will be raised and it will be rapid descent. And it's fatal if they continue at this speed, and they will begin to lose weight in order to slow down the speed. But they are still terrified until the young man comes up with an idea of abandoning the basket because the weight is heavy, and they are cutting the ropes of the basket, but it will be not easy at all until the last rope remains, which the most dangerous because it will not be balanced. And in fact they will succeed, but the descent will continue quickly and it will be fatal. And the genius idea will be that they cut the ropes of the gas hatch so that it turns from a balloon into a parachute, and their speed decreases and they will get closer to the ground and it will be landing between the trees, which not easy at all, and the young man falls into a tree and the girl will faint upon impact and the balloon will drag her on the ground, but they escaped with their lives after this terrifying adventure.